In the ancient time of 1982, this is what a laptop looked like. Heavy, impractical, and massive. But now, 43 years later, really? I was able to buy a laptop off of eBay that is probably smaller than your phone? How could that be possible? Let's open up the box and find out together. All right, sliding it out of its packaging, here it is. For comparison here, I have my 16-inch laptop. As you can see, it's a little smaller. I also have a Game Boy Advance SP, if you guys are familiar with what these feel and look like. Anyway, taking a closer look at this device, we got this sticker residue. I don't like that, but I guess that could come off pretty easily. There's no labels or logos or anything on the top of the machine here. That's really strange. Is this like an air intake? Is this like a speaker situation? I don't know. We got USB-C here for charging, a headphone jack, and a full-size USB 3.0 port, which is kind of impressive. On the bottom of the device, we got this. Maybe this is a speaker. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for ventilation. There's 4 little rubber feet, and it's a model GPD Pocket. Let's go ahead and open the device up and take a look at how small it is. What in the world? Guys, the keyboard is the entire computer. What the heck? First thing you might see, no trackpad. You got like one of these little nubs that you move around to use the mouse. And shockingly, despite this computer's super tiny size, we have a number row and an F row. Excuse me? That's just kind of unnecessary with this device. And I'm noticing here the screen is actually really big for the device. Like the bezels are not large at all in comparison to how small this laptop is. I do see we have like a little bit of like, what is that? Is that crack? Is that like damage to like a protective layer or something? I'm not really sure. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and turn it on, see if it has any charge. Oh, it's booting up. There's like a little fan in there I hear running. I guess that does confirm that this little situation down here is for ventilation. Also, this runs Windows? Uh-oh, OneDrive, Japanese. I can't read that. Oh, I started moving the mouse and the fan spooled up again. It's not a very bright screen. On camera, it looks decent, but there's no way you're using this thing outside. Is this a touchscreen? Oh my God, it is. Oh, baby. I can't get over that we're in Japanese right now. How can I not be in Japanese? Oh, guys, I figured it out. I had to restart the computer and everything, but we are in English. Also, can we just talk for a second about the fact that this already had Windows like pre-installed with that like weird Japanese variation of it? Like, I just assume this is normal Windows 10, but it could be anything. I don't know what kind of spyware they're trying to run on this thing and steal all my data. First thing I want to see here is like, what kind of display is this? It looks really good, but I'm just not sure at first glance what resolution it is, and it says 1920 by 1200. So it's stretched out vertically a little bit. It's a 16 by 10 display, and it's 1080p basically. I wonder what it looks like if I go 100% scaling. Wow, that is unusable. I can't read any of that. I've also been using the touchscreen a lot, but I can try to use the little mouse nub here. Click with that button, okay. And looking at our storage, I immediately see that we have some storage taken up, probably by the operating system. I don't think there's anything really left on this machine, but you never know. 115 gigs of storage, that might be fine for a machine like this. It's not like large or anything. Another interesting thing I noticed about this keyboard that I didn't see earlier is that we have a delete key and a backspace key up here. Wouldn't these usually be flipped around? I also feel like this whole situation is gonna make it a little too easy to just like, boop, your power button. Next up, I think I wanna check our task manager here and see what kind of components we have installed. That felt really weird, by the way, the tiny shift and control. That's really strange. Looks like this has an Intel Atom X7Z8750 CPU at 1.60 gigahertz. It's a 4-core? It's more than what I expected. I did just notice something a little strange. Are you guys seeing that like weird little white dot right there? I think that might be a problem with the screen. That's like not my lighting setup or anything. It's just, yeah, it's always there. Pushing on the screen doesn't really do anything or make it go away. It's just it's like a screen hotspot. I think I didn't notice it before because in the background here, it just looks like it's part of the galaxy. Anyway, looking at the other components in the PC, we have 8 gigs of DDR3. Seems fine for a laptop like this. And then we just straight up have Intel HD graphics. No other details about it. All right, let's go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi and see if this thing has any updates or anything. You gotta use Microsoft Edge. Gross. Oh, the fan kicked into another level. It's even more annoying now. All right, well, before I install Chrome, it seems like this thing wants to do a bunch of updates, so I'm gonna let it do its thing and come back when I have some goodies installed. All right, while I'm waiting on this thing to do updates, I actually took a look at the eBay listing where we bought this computer from, and honestly, there's not that much info about it. There's like some very nice photos. Look at these shots here. This guy clearly knows what he's doing with a camera, except he doesn't show all the sticker residue that's on the top of our laptop, so I don't know what kind of sketchiness he's trying to pull there. And then I scroll down to the description and there's basically nothing here. Tells me what the laptop is. There's a seller note here. Initialized, no problems with operation. There are some small scratches, but nothing noticeable. We think it is in good condition. Only main unit is included. Now hold on a minute, guys. They want to say it's good condition? Really? We got this big old crack in the screen. We got this weird white dot on the screen. And don't forget about the mystery goop on the front. What is going on with this listing? Seriously. Wait a minute. This can't even be the same machine. We have a red little touchpad thing. You see that in the photo? You look over here on this one. It's blue. Guys, I got this thing kind of updated enough to open the Windows store because that was a thing that wasn't working earlier. But I just tried to like open it and search for an app I needed. I got this pop-up. I haven't added anything or changed anything. It just showed up looking like this. I mean, this straight up looks like something out of Windows 95, doesn't it? Okay, guys, I finally got Chrome to work. It was giving me all kinds of problems, but here it is. Try running an internet speed test on this thing, see what it can handle. I am connected to 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I'm expecting something close to full speeds, but this is more like about a fourth of our max speed we should be getting. Ooh, yeah, and the upload, that's more like a little over 1/10. So not ideal, but like, I don't know what I expect out of this thing. Either way, I have Cinebench installed now, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and we shall see how powerful this computer really is, huh? What is this? It's cut off already. That's not a good sign. Oh, we're finally up and running. Cinebench requires a CPU with AVX2 instruction support. We see this message come up on a lot of these cheap laptops. Not too surprising, it won't work, but whenever I see that pop up, it basically just means that this machine was probably not intended to be used for gaming. But we're gonna do it anyway, of course. I got Mega Man Legacy Collection pulled up here. This is, it's basically an NES game. It's a collection of NES games. If this doesn't run, you're not gonna be able to play anything on this laptop. Wait, what happened? It was loading for like a long time and now it just says play again. Did it crash? Oh, yeah, let's try again. There's no way we can't run NES games on this laptop, right? Right? Yeah, I don't know. Every time I click play, it tries to launch for like a second and then just turns green. Okay, I guess we can try to step it up a little bit. We can try Half-Life 1. Oh, we have upgraded to a black screen. We will take that. And we are actually launching. That's amazing. Okay guys, I am in game and I'm getting 50 FPS in a game from 1998. Also, using the keyboard to game, these keys are so small and I keep like I died accidentally, but I keep hitting the caps lock key. It's because it's like right next to the A key and the W is like a little too far to the left, so this is just, oh, it's so hard to use. The little mouse nub is pretty solid and in some ways is almost better than using a trackpad for a first-person game. I just cannot believe we are getting sub 60 FPS in this game. That is not a good sign. Let's try to run Elden Ring on it and see what happens. Oh, hold up, we got a crash, I think. Sure, we'll close the program and try one more time. We have upgraded to the white screen. Will we make it past this? Elden Ring has stopped working. I don't think it ever started working, so that's a lie. Well, perhaps unsurprisingly, this laptop is not made for gaming. I mean, I don't think that's what you're buying it for. Let me just like open up like a Word document and try to type a little bit. I'm actually just gonna use Notepad. This, oh God, keyboard is really strange to use. I keep clicking and I mean to hit the space bar, oh no. Ah! Anyway, let's go ahead and shut this thing off, open up the back, and see what the inside of this crazy tiny laptop looks like. All right, all I see on the back of this thing is like 6 little, very, very, very small screws. After I take these out, I imagine the back of the computer will just pop right off. And wow, we have like everything right here. This is the entire computer. It's actually like a fairly large battery, 7,000 milliamp hour, and it's like a huge chunk of the laptop. If anything, I don't know. It's nice to have a large battery, but the performance of the laptop is so bad, I actually think you could have like gone with a smaller one if it somehow meant you could get a little more performance out of this bad boy. But going over some of the components here, this is our heatsink. Underneath that is gonna be our APU, I imagine. Goes into this super, super tiny fan that was like kind of annoyingly loud. It's also a bit dusty. Don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but it's not exactly super clean in there. I also love that the battery is just clearly hot glued to the bottom. Why? Why do that? What is this? Like there's just like this sticker here. It's not easily coming off and I don't really want to break anything. So I think I'm just gonna leave it there, but I just don't know what that's for. Is it to like hold some pieces down so they don't move? Also, what is this piece? It's just like plastic. And I don't see any like ribbon cables coming out of it or anything. Is this just like a big old wasted space or is this for like structural support? Overall though, I mean, this really is just ridiculously small. I guess that should be obvious, but like this whole motherboard is like, let me find something for comparison. Here's a Game Boy Advance SP again. The motherboard is smaller than the body of a Game Boy Advance SP. That's so small. In fact, because this case is see-through, you can see the motherboard of the Game Boy and it's a little larger than this. So despite its performance problems I was having, and you can't use it for gaming or anything, it is fairly impressive that this is a full Windows laptop with a motherboard that is that ridiculously small. And if you like this video, you will really like this one. It's a spaceship PC. Also, it's from Temu, so the sketch factor, out of this world. Huh? I'm sorry I did that. Go watch the video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.